What if you stumbled upon a land where history whispers from cobblestone streets and colours explode in a sea of tulips under an endless sky? Imagine a place where the modern meets the medieval, where windmills spin stories of centuries past and canals weave through cities like threads in a grand tapestry. Have you ever been curious about the kind of charm that makes the Netherlands so unforgettable? Stick around and let's embark on a journey through 15 of its most amazing wonders. 1. Amsterdam. Amsterdam feels like a city straight out of a dream. There's a rhythm to its streets, a heartbeat you can sense in its canals, and hear in the chatter of cyclists zipping by. Did you know there are over 165 canals in this city? Together, they stretch for over 100 kilometers and form a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Taking a boat ride here isn't just sightseeing, it's stepping into the soul of Amsterdam. You'll float under bridges, past centuries-old homes with their distinctive gables, and see houseboats that people actually call home. Each canal tells its own story, and every turn reveals something unexpected. And then there are the museums. The Rijksmuseum is a treasure chest of Dutch art, with works like Rembrandt's Night Watch and Vermeer's Milkmaid that make you stop and stare. And let's not forget the Van Gogh Museum, standing in front of his self-portraits, or the vivid sunflowers is a moment you won't forget. For history that hits closer to the heart, the Anne Frank House is a sobering, powerful experience. As you wander the streets, there's a sense of life everywhere, from street performers on Dam Square to cozy cafes tucked into narrow alleyways. And keep this in mind, Amsterdam's 750th anniversary is coming up in 2025. That means festivals, art exhibits, and events that will bring even more life to this already buzzing city. It's a place where every moment feels alive. 2. Keukenhof Gardens. Keukenhof Gardens isn't just a place, it's like stepping into a living, breathing painting. Every spring, it transforms into a kaleidoscope of colours. Tulips, daffodils, hyacinths, and more bloom in vibrant patterns that stretch as far as the eye can see. There are over 800 varieties of tulips here. Can you imagine walking through a garden where every flower feels like a work of art? It's not just about the visuals, it's the smell too. The air is rich with the scent of flowers, a fragrance so sweet and fresh that it feels like spring itself. The gardens are meticulously designed, with winding paths, ponds, and fountains, creating a sense of discovery around every corner. And if you're lucky, you might stumble upon live flower shows or demonstrations by expert gardeners sharing the secrets behind these stunning displays. But Keukenhof isn't just for walking and looking, it's a place to experience the essence of Dutch horticulture and culture. You can grab a seat at a cafe overlooking the blooms, sipping coffee or munching on traditional Dutch treats. For flower lovers, photographers, or anyone with a pulse, this place is pure magic. 3. Zaanse Schans. If you've ever wanted to feel like you've stepped into a painting, Zaanse Schans is the place. This quaint village is a living museum that celebrates Dutch heritage in the most charming way. Picture this: wooden windmills dotting the landscape, their sails slowly turning in the breeze. Each windmill has its own story. Some were used for grinding spices, others for making paint, and a few even for sawing wood. Standing in their shadow, you can almost hear the echoes of centuries of hard work. It's not just the windmills that make Zaanse Schans special. The village is a snapshot of life from the 18th and 19th centuries. You'll find traditional wooden houses, small workshops, and craftsmen who still practice age-old trades. Ever wondered how those iconic Dutch clogs are made? Here you can watch them being carved right before your eyes. Or maybe cheese is more your thing. You can taste and learn about the art of Dutch cheesemaking in one of the charming cheese farms. Every corner of Zaanse Schans feels alive with history. Whether you're wandering the cobblestone paths, peeking into a workshop, or simply soaking up the view of the windmills along the water, It's a place that pulls you into the past while keeping you grounded in the beauty of the present. 4. Geethorn. Imagine a place where streets are replaced by canals and cars are swapped for boats. That's Geethorn, a village so peaceful it feels like it belongs in a fairy tale. Here, silence isn't just golden, it's part of the charm. The only sounds you'll hear are the soft swish of oars and the occasional quack of a duck. Walking through Geethorn is like stepping into another world. This village is often called the Venice of the North, but it has a character all its own. Thatched roof houses line the canals, their gardens bursting with colour. Narrow wooden bridges arch over the waterways, connecting homes and creating picturesque views at every turn. Rent a whisper boat, a small electric boat that glides silently through the canals, and you'll discover why this place is so magical. What makes Geethorn even more special is how untouched it feels. There are no highways or sprawling developments, just a serene community living in harmony with its surroundings. It's a place to slow down, breathe deeply, and let the world's worries drift away. 5. Rotterdam. Rotterdam doesn't just challenge expectations, it smashes them. While much of the Netherlands feels like a nod to the past, Rotterdam is all about the future. This city is a playground of modern architecture and cutting-edge design. The cube houses. They're like something out of a sci-fi movie, bright yellow cubes tilted at impossible angles. And then there's the Erasmus Bridge, nicknamed the Swan, its elegant lines slicing through the skyline. But Rotterdam isn't just steel and glass. It's a city with heart. Its port is one of the largest in the world, a bustling hub of activity that tells the story of the Netherlands' maritime legacy. And the food scene. It's as diverse and exciting as the city itself. From trendy food halls serving global street food to Michelin-starred restaurants, there's something for every taste. Art is everywhere here, from the towering murals on building walls to the world-class exhibits at the Boijmans van Beuningen Museum. Even the city's history, shaped by the devastating World War II bombing, is told through its streets and architecture. Rotterdam is a place that keeps reinventing itself, daring you to look at the Netherlands in a whole new way. 6. Utrecht. Utrecht feels like a hidden gem in plain sight. While Amsterdam often steals the spotlight, Utrecht quietly enchants anyone who takes the time to visit. Its canals are unlike any others in the Netherlands. Imagine canals with 2 levels the water on top and charming wharf cellars below, transformed into cafes, boutiques and restaurants. It's like the city has secret passageways waiting to be discovered. At the heart of Utrecht is the Dom Tower, standing tall and proud as the tallest church tower in the Netherlands. Climbing its 465 steps rewards you with sweeping views of the city, where medieval architecture blends seamlessly with modern vibes. Below, the streets are alive with a youthful energy, thanks to Utrecht's vibrant university scene. But there's something peaceful about Utrecht too. The tree-lined canals are perfect for a leisurely stroll, and cozy cafes seem to invite you to linger a little longer. It's a city where history meets modern charm, and every corner feels like a warm embrace. 7. Efteling Theme Park. Efteling isn't just any theme park, it's where dreams take flight. Here, fairy tales leap off the pages and come alive in ways you've never imagined. The enchanted forest is like stepping into your childhood storybooks, with gnarled trees that whisper secrets and charming cottages straight out of folklore. You can meet Little Red Riding Hood, see Sleeping Beauty's castle, and even stumble upon a mischievous talking tree. For thrill seekers, Efteling delivers in spades. Imagine the rush of soaring through the air on roller coasters like the Baron 1898, plunging straight into an underground mine. And then there's the Flying Dutchman, a ride that's equal parts eerie and exhilarating, blending storytelling with an unforgettable water adventure. What makes Efteling special is its ability to capture the hearts of everyone, whether you're 5 or 50. It's not just about the rides, it's about the magic, the wonder, and the feeling that anything is possible. A day here isn't just a visit, it's an adventure you'll remember forever. 8. Hogervelua National Park. Hogervelua National Park is where nature and art collide in the most extraordinary way. Spanning over 13,000 acres, this park is a mosaic of landscapes, dense forests, open heathlands, and shifting sand dunes that seem to belong to another world. It's a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, with miles of trails perfect for cycling, hiking, or simply wandering. But Hogervelua offers more than just natural beauty. Tucked away within the park is the Müller Museum, home to one of the largest collections of Van Gogh's works. Can you imagine seeing the potato eaters or cafe terrace at night, surrounded by the tranquility of the park? The museum also features stunning sculptures and contemporary art that create a fascinating contrast with the natural surroundings. As you explore Hogervelua, you'll likely encounter deer, wild boar, and other wildlife that call this park home. It's a place where you can escape the chaos of modern life and reconnect with the beauty of the world around you. 9. Maastricht. Maastricht feels like a European tapestry, woven with threads of Dutch, French, and Spanish influences. Its cobblestone streets are lined with cafes that spill out onto lively squares, where laughter and conversation fill the air. This city doesn't just embrace its history, it wears it proudly, with medieval walls, grand basilicas, and centuries-old buildings at every turn. The Vrijthof Square is the beating heart of Maastricht, hosting everything from outdoor concerts to vibrant festivals. And just beneath the city lies an entire world waiting to be explored. The Maastricht Caves, an intricate network of tunnels carved from limestone, are a must-see. They've been used for everything from shelter during wars to storing precious art during World War II. What sets Maastricht apart is its spirit. There's a sense of joy in the way locals savor life, from the food to the festivals. Whether you're sampling Limburg's famous vlaai, a type of pie, or wandering through the bustling markets, Maastricht feels like a celebration of everything that makes life beautiful. 10. The Hague, Den Haag. The Hague is where power, culture, and seaside beauty come together in perfect harmony. As the seat of the Dutch government and home to the International Court of Justice, this city plays a vital role on the global stage. But there's more to The Hague than politics and diplomacy, it's a city with a soul. The Mauritshuis Museum is a treasure trove of Dutch masterpieces. Standing before Vermeer's Girl with a pearl earring, or Rembrandt's The Anatomy Lesson of Dr. Nicolaas Tulp is an experience that stays with you. And just a stone's throw away, the Binnenhof, a centuries-old political complex, stands as a symbol of the Netherlands' enduring democracy. The Hague isn't all about history and government, though. A short tram ride takes you to Scheveningen Beach, where the North Sea stretches out before you and the pier buzzes with life. Whether you're catching the sunset, enjoying fresh seafood, or simply feeling the ocean breeze, it's a reminder that The Hague is as much about living as it is about leading. 11. Leiden. Leiden is a place that weaves history and charm into every brick and canal. The moment you step into this city, you can sense its scholarly air. It's no wonder, considering it's home to the oldest university in the Netherlands, established in 1575. This isn't just any university, it has a rich legacy, having educated some of the brightest minds, including Nobel laureates and even members of the Dutch royal family. The student population brings a youthful vibrancy to Leiden, balancing its deep historical roots with an exciting energy. The city's canals are a marvel in themselves, winding through the historic centre and lined with quaint houses and shops. Did you know that Leiden has more canals than any city in the Netherlands except Amsterdam? Imagine taking a peaceful boat tour here, the water gently lapping against the boat as you drift past centuries-old architecture. Speaking of history, Leiden is also the birthplace of Rembrandt. You can visit his childhood home, now a museum, to see where one of the world's greatest painters began his journey. Leiden is also a haven for museum lovers. From the National Museum of Antiquities, which houses treasures from ancient Egypt, Greece and Rome, to Naturalist Biodiversity Centre with its T-Rex skeleton nicknamed Trix, there's something here for everyone. And when you've had your fill of history, art and science, there are plenty of cosy cafes along the canals where you can sit back and savour a slice of Dutch apple pie. Leiden is a city where the past feels alive, inviting you to explore its stories and create your own. 12th, Delft. Delft is a masterpiece of elegance and simplicity, a city that seems like it was painted by the same hands that created its famous Delftware pottery. Walking through its cobbled streets, you'll notice how every detail feels carefully composed. The reflections in the canals, the soft glow of street lamps at dusk, and the gentle hum of bicycles passing by. One of the most iconic symbols of Delft is its blue and white pottery, known worldwide as Delftware. The designs are intricate and timeless, depicting scenes of windmills, flowers, and traditional Dutch life. At the Royal Delft factory, you can watch artisans hand-paint these pieces with astonishing precision. It's a mesmerizing process that connects you to centuries of craftsmanship and tradition. But Delft isn't just about pottery. Its history is rich and deeply tied to the Dutch royal family. The Nieuwe Kerk, or New Church, is where many members of the House of Orange are buried, including William of Orange, the founding father of the Netherlands. Climbing the church's tower offers panoramic views of the city and beyond, a sight that's well worth the effort. The city also boasts a thriving market scene. Every Thursday, the main square transforms into a bustling marketplace where you can find everything from fresh produce to artisanal goods. Whether you're marveling at its history, admiring its art, or simply soaking in its beauty, Delft is a place where time slows down and every moment feels special. 13. Frisian Islands, Waddeneilanden. The Frisian Islands are like stepping into another world, a sanctuary where nature reigns supreme. These islands, scattered off the northern coast of the Netherlands, offer a kind of untouched beauty that feels almost mythical. Each of the islands, Texel, Vlieland, Terschelling, Ameland, and Schiermonnikoog, has its own distinct personality, yet all share a sense of tranquility and raw, unspoiled landscapes. Imagine starting your day with a bike ride along the windswept dunes, the salty sea air filling your lungs. Or perhaps you'd prefer Wadlopen, an adventure where you walk across the seabed during low tide, surrounded by nothing but vast expanses of mudflats and the distant calls of seabirds. It's a humbling experience, one that connects you to the rhythm of nature. The islands are also a haven for wildlife. Seals bask lazily on sandbanks, and migratory birds make this area their seasonal home. If you're a birdwatcher, bring your binoculars. This is one of the best spots in Europe for spotting rare species. Life on the Frisian Islands is simple and slow. The small villages are charming, with red brick houses, quaint cafes, and friendly locals. Fresh seafood is a highlight here, especially the mussels and oysters caught in the surrounding waters. As the day comes to a close, the sunsets over the sea are a sight to behold, painting the sky in shades of orange, pink and purple. It's the kind of place that lingers in your memory long after you leave. 14. Zeeland's coastal towns. Zeeland is where the Netherlands meets the sea in the most breathtaking way. Known for its endless beaches and dramatic coastal landscapes, this region offers a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Towns like Zuidland at Domburg and Westkapelle each have their own charm, but they all share one thing in common: a deep connection to the water. The beaches here are some of the cleanest in Europe, with soft golden sand that stretches for miles. Families come to build sandcastles, surfers ride the waves, and couples take long, romantic walks along the shore. The towns themselves are postcard perfect, with quaint streets, cozy restaurants, and local markets where you can find everything from handmade crafts to delicious regional delicacies. But Zeeland is more than just a pretty face. This region has a fascinating history with the sea, having battled floods and high tides for centuries. The Delta Works, a massive system of dams and barriers, stands as a testament to the Dutch ingenuity in water management. Visitors can explore the storm surge barrier and learn about the engineering marvels that protect this region from the relentless power of the North Sea. And then there's the food. Zeeland is famous for its seafood, particularly its mussels, oysters and shrimp. Imagine dining at a seaside restaurant, the waves gently lapping at the shore as you savour the freshest catch of the day. Zeeland's coastal towns aren't just a destination, they're an escape, a chance to reconnect with the beauty of nature and the simplicity of life. 15. Kinderdijk. Kinderdijk feels like the very essence of the Netherlands distilled into one magical place. It's a land where water and wind work together in harmony, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that tells a story of resilience and ingenuity. Here, 19 windmills stand in perfect alignment, their sails turning gracefully against the backdrop of a wide-open sky. These windmills aren't just beautiful, they're practical too. Built in the 18th century, they were designed to drain water from the low-lying land, a crucial part of the Netherlands' battle to keep the sea at bay. Walking or biking through Kinderdijk is like stepping into a living painting. The waterways reflect the windmills and the surrounding greenery, creating a scene so serene it feels almost unreal. Some of the windmills are open to the public, offering a glimpse into the lives of the families who once lived and worked in them. You'll see the machinery that powered them and hear stories of how they were a lifeline for the local communities. It's a humbling reminder of the resourcefulness and determination that shaped this country. As the day fades, Kinderdijk becomes even more magical. The golden light of the setting sun bathes the landscape, and the silhouettes of the windmills stand stark against the twilight sky. It's a place that feels timeless, a reminder of the beauty that can come from working in harmony with nature. The Netherlands isn't just a destination, it's an experience, a story, and a feeling you'll carry long after you leave. From the tulip fields to the futuristic skyline of Rotterdam, every corner is filled with wonder. Which place intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an adventure. The world is waiting, and so are we. See you on the next trip.